All right, they gotta record that. Hey guys, this is the Dweeb City Podcast.
Dweeb City God.
Yeah, Marseille. What?
Dweeb City Podcast.
Yo, Marseille here. She at work at the moment because we out here making shmoney and all that shit because we poor as fuck and all that. But I couldn't wait for her for this one because we have to talk about the greatest comic book movie of all time. The Justice League Snyder Cut. And all that good shit, you feel me?
Yeah, the Snyder Cut, man.
So,
the fucking Snyder Cut.
So it's been making the waves recently about how everyone's ranting and raving about it and all that shit because of the abysmal original movie that I didn't even finish. It was that bad. I seen clips of it. I was like, this is absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
But, so, before we get into it, I want to lead with love by saying that at the end of the day, it's everyone's opinion. If you enjoy it, you can absolutely enjoy it. And if other people don't enjoy it, they have every right to express how fucking stupid you are for thinking it's the greatest movie of all time, you fucking idiot. What the fuck is wrong with you, cuz?
Yeah, this shit is not the greatest superhero movie of all time. Real quick before we start, it's your boy Ant Preem. I forgot to introduce myself. You probably don't know who it is because you're not listening to the Duddy Boys podcast. But if you're not, then you're smoking crack. So go listen to the Duddy Boys podcast. You feel me? And also here with Pill Pop. You feel me? Or
if you just look back on the last 3 episodes you was on, they could realize this was you.
Yeah, possibly. But
there's a whole episode called Batman Sucks featuring Ant Preem from the Duddy Boys podcast. It says that all the time.
Yeah, but they probably don't know that.
No, that's one of our most downloaded episodes. People know you. But everyone has a right to an opinion, but we also have a right to tell you that your opinion sucks.
Yeah.
And on this podcast, our opinion's fact, unfortunately.
Just go watch any other superhero movie, and you'll probably realize listen, I'm not okay. The Snyder Cut is like
it's mid.
It's extremely mid. It's like a 6 out of 10. I give it a 6.
It's very I could if it was 2 hours. No, it was an hour and a half shorter. I would watch it again.
Yeah,
but it's 4 hours. I'm not watching again unless I skip shit.
And 4 hours, and a lot of it is pointless shit. Especially like that whole epilogue was probably like a good 30 minutes.
Yeah,
the shit was pointless.
Yeah, I didn't even watch the epilogue. I just stopped because I was like, "There's no point. It's going to lead into future shit." That's
like they threw Martian Manhunter in there for what reason? I have no idea. Like,
and my point, we'll get to that.
Just a lot of bullshit.
Let's start from the beginning. So, as we all know, the original Justice League was trash. So let's start with the beginning of the movie. How did it start again? It started with them like kind of introducing Aquaman and Wonder Woman.
Yeah, kind of introducing shit. I'll just jump straight to I forgot what happened first. Did Aquaman?
They introduced Aquaman. His introduction was cool, and the shit where he was walking into the water and the bitches were singing.
Yeah,
I don't know, and they were singing for like 5 minutes. That's one of my gripes with the movie. They show certain shit for entirely too long.
Yeah.
Why do we watch those girls sing as he walked into the water?
Yeah.
And then after he was gone, they were still singing that shit.
It's just weird. It's a lot of slow motion shit that just doesn't need to be there. It's like it's a lot of every time Wonder Woman pops up, they playing that like that. Like it's like what the fuck is going on, man?
So there's so much shit that didn't have to be there.
Yeah.
Like every time I look at parts of the movie, I'm like, that's 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's 3.
Yeah.
That's 5. Like
that Flash shit with Flash saving that girl.
Oh,
that was
that was probably the worst thing I've seen with super speed ever.
Yeah.
It looked like that shit was, and you know what I hate? They had moments with the Flash where it looked really cool.
Yeah.
Like when the rubble was falling and you see him like in multiple places at once catching all the rock, and it's just like he's just making a circle around them.
Yeah.
And he's just making a bunch of clothes of himself because he's moving so fast. That was cool.
Yeah.
Do that.
Forgot to say also, there's gonna be a lot of spoilers in this. It's probably gonna spoil the whole movie.
If you watched if you've seen the original one, it's damn near the same shit, just with a lot of extra shit.
Mm-hmm.
But the beginning, we'll say this, started off strong. Besides the really corny parts, like the girl singing and shit, Wonder Woman's part where she stopped that bank robbery, absolute fire.
Yeah,
probably one of my favorite parts of the movie.
That was dope.
Absolute fire. She blocking all the bullets and shit. Her music got really annoying after the 30th time.
Yeah.
The bitch could just walk to the bathroom.
She opened the fridge.
And Batman just being Batman is just funny.
Yeah.
I will say this is the least funny Batman because he's like low-key my favorite Batman. But still the fact that I remember that he's Batman makes it funny. Mm-hmm. Like, they really showed how useless Batman is in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, when it comes to like big situation, like Batman's a neighborhood guy. Like, he the neighborhood hero.
Yeah, man. Like, stay in Hell's Kitchen, man.
Yeah, stay in that area. Dog.
Yeah,
don't venture out.
Yeah, don't
go to Metropolis. Like, don't stay in Gotham, my nigga.
Just go in Gotham.
That's where you belong. Like, they got regular niggas for you.
Yeah,
like Doomsday, Steppenwolf, fucking.
Everybody else.
Yeah, everybody. That's not for you, dog. Like, what the fuck you gonna do when Darkseid come up?
They're gonna find a way, man.
Yeah, they're gonna find a way. But Jesus.
And also a lot of parts in this movie we're probably gonna like forget because honestly a lot of it was forgettable.
Yes, but it was 4 hours. Listen, it was 4 hours of a lot of up and down weird shit. Like,
and I'm not rewatching it again for y'all. I'm sorry.
Not at all. I don't think I'll ever watch that movie again.
Yeah, I'm not watching it again.
4 hours.
I'll watch clips.
Yeah. 4 hours long. I will never watch that shit again.
But it started off strong. They showed when Darkseid came to the planet and did his little thing. Mm-hmm. Batman's beginning was, I guess, he was cool. He was like banding them together, pretty much complete Avengers knockoff shit. Like, which I'm not mad at because I'm like, nigga, Avengers is the first person to be in a band back together. Yeah, for real. So I'm not gonna be like one of those guys like, ooh, but in terms of a superhero movie, you could tell they were really trying to go for like what Avengers was doing. Yeah. But they wanted to do it all in one movie instead of 3 movies or 4 movies. Which also, before we get to that, I'm tired of every time a DC movie kind of falls flat, there's always a myriad of excuses. Like, every time a movie falls, they're like, this was actually supposed to be 5 movies in one. I was like, first of all, there's supposed to be 5 movies. A 4-hour movie is supposed to be 5 movies. Yeah. What are the 5 movies out of this 4 hours? What are the 5 movies? I guess you could say Cyborg and Flash, that's 2. The Justice League itself is 3. What's the other 2?
Wonder Woman, Aquaman.
But we already saw Wonder Woman. She already had Aquaman. But y'all made Aquaman.
Yeah, you already did. Yeah.
So
I don't see what they were trying to do, but
like I'm tired of these excuses. Like, just like, yo, take it on the chin. The shit wasn't that good. It was rushed as fuck. Yep. It was better off if you just took your time instead of trying to catch up to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah. Because I don't know what the plan was to catch up. What were y'all catching up to? Yeah. It's movies.
Take your own time. Take your own time with it.
Guess what? Y'all didn't have to reach the Justice League that quick. I was going to watch the movies anyway, regardless of if... I don't care if Infinity War's out.
Build your own time. Like, build your own universe. Let it happen in your time. Don't try to catch up to something. Man.
I think a lot of like these executives in music and movies, especially those two things.
You can tell the love that was put into Marvel, and you can tell the rushness that was put into DC. Like, they put love into it. Like, you can see, like, they cared about the characters. They cared about building the character. They cared about you liking certain characters. Except for what's her name, Captain Marvel. It was a bit rushed.
Yeah, Captain Marvel was the first one that wasn't a passion project. Yeah, that one was social justice warrior heaven. Yeah, and it made one of the worst movies they've ever made. Which lets you know, like, I would say the Marvel Cinematic Universe was one big passion project. With some duds. Yeah, and even then, all their duds are still watchable. I could watch Captain Marvel. Yeah, like DC Universe's duds are
duds. It's like movies you can't watch. It's like I don't want to watch this ever again.
Like, the original Justice League is a fucking dud. And the sad part is the nigga that made the first Avengers made the first Justice League, and I'm like, yeah, but again, y'all gave us 6 months. So, like, either way, the shit's just a dud. The fucking Batman vs Superman, a fucking dud. Yeah. And we're not
cool moments, but really the only cool moment was when Batman fighting. Yeah, and Batman fighting them dudes in the fucking in the warehouse. That shit was fire.
And then him blocking Doomsday blast by standing behind a rock. Yeah, even though he destroyed the whole city with the first blast. Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. Right. But just say, like, yo, the shit's not that great. It's just not that great. Like, yo, like, if they dropped the Batman movie and the shit wasn't that, it was like, oh, actually, it's supposed to be 5 movies in one, and the thing is, Batman was actually supposed to be a hermaphrodite that's fighting with his social constructs of life. Yeah. And it's like, nigga, just say the movie wasn't that good. Like, just stop
making excuses for shit that's just not.
In the words of Tom the Goat Pat Brady, when you're explaining, you're losing. like if you're explaining, you're lost. Yeah. You've already lost. You know what happened when Marvel makes a bad movie? It's just bad. Thor 2 wasn't it, man. It wasn't that good. Mm-hmm. Look, Iron Man 2 was fun. It wasn't that good.
Yeah. Iron Man 3, definitely.
It was a messy one.
Yeah.
It was messy. We took it on the chin. And guess what? We still watch the shit because we have to watch it for the movie, for the whole experience. Yeah. And it's just, it does. We don't explain the shit. Just let it be. Avengers 2, kind of a dud.
Yeah.
Better than this Justice League movie. But still, it's dud.
Yeah.
But where were we at? Oh, yeah. So we was talking about the beginning, and then we get to, what was part 2? And that's where shit gets a little bad. And we start off with my man, The Flash, or Cyborg. I can't remember at this point, but both of them were in part 2, and I'll start with The Flash. First of all, I want to say this. Ezra Miller, one of the worst superhero casts I've ever seen in my life. Maybe, is he the worst? He's not the worst.
He's not a terrible actor. It's just
Yeah, nothing beats
I think it's just it's just, I don't know if it's what they wrote for him.
I blame the script more than him because I feel like if the script wasn't so bad, I feel like he would have been all right.
Yeah.
Because, I don't have a face attached to Barry Allen. Honestly, if you can make him have red hair and fucking a mohawk fall off him. Yeah. Barry Allen, things about Marvel, things about a lot of DC heroes that, you don't, that you don't see a lot besides Batman, Superman, you're not really attached to the face.
You're not attached to the face.
So, because, the Flash on the TV show, he's better than Ezra Miller was as the Flash, even though the show got trashed after, 2 seasons. But he didn't look like Barry. Yeah. You don't care because he fit the mold of Barry before they made him this melodramatic ass nigga.
Yeah, there's certain characters you can change it up and it doesn't hurt because it's not too much behind it.
Yeah,
there's not too much behind the character, especially with DC. With Marvel, that's a little different. When you think about Wolverine, you want Wolverine to look a specific way. When you think about
Iron Man, even though Iron Man wasn't a big character at the time.
Yeah,
looking back, because I got into Iron Man after the movie. Mm-hmm. Perfect casting.
Yeah.
I say
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey as Tony Stark, to me, is the best superhero casting ever. Better than Wolverine. It was perfect.
It's one of them for sure.
You can even argue that Wolverine was too tall. You could, people say that. He was too tall. And that's a very fair argument.
Yeah.
You cannot say shit about Robert Downey.
Yeah.
He looks like him. He acts like him in real life. Mm-hmm. Robert Downey is a former drug addict alcoholic. So is Tony Stark. Mm-hmm. He's a sarcastic, arrogant, too rich for his own good, grew up in wealth, asshole.
Yeah.
And that's what he acted as. He was just playing himself, but in a superhero movie. Yeah. It was absolutely perfect. You look at Tony Stark in the comics, he looks just like Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Even before they casted him. So, perfect casting. Then you have someone like Thor. Thor, he looks the part, but let's be real, no one knew Thor's person. Thor didn't have personality.
Yeah, he really never had
real He was just down, not. He's literally just like a god. He's my personality is I'm a god. Mm-hmm. So it's they gave him any personality they wanted, and it worked.
Yep.
But then someone like The Flash, the face, don't care, but we do know Flash's personality. The face didn't matter, but the personality did.
Yeah.
Because we know The Flash, he's a smart, carefree, he's literally Sonic the Hedgehog, but a human.
Yeah.
And more mature, I guess. But I decided to go the route of making him a whacker version of Peter Parker.
Yeah. I could see they were going kind of for that Spider-Man, young Spider-Man.
The quirky young teenager with powers.
Yeah, but it's
where he makes the token movie references and the token really cringy jokes. You try to make an omelet. He was like, "Oh, you cracked a few eggs." I was like, that wasn't funny.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Or even if everyone's being cool, he's going to be the one that's not going to be cool.
Yeah.
But everyone disappeared and he was still there. And he turned around "Oh shit!" They all that part was funny though because if he said he's like, "Oh shit," he's like, "Why the fuck they do that?" He's like, "That's just rude," and he just ran off.
Yeah.
So you
he had his decent moments, but for the most part it was
But everything corny he did, we knew they was going to do.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that's what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to make him Peter. He's not Peter.
Yeah.
You can't replicate Peter. Look. We could look. If y'all ever hear this, y'all can argue with me. Look. Spider-Man is a better hero than Batman ever was, and I don't want to hear a debate about it. Spider-Man is top 2 heroes of all time. Objectively, to me, he's the greatest hero of all time. He's not my favorite, but to me, he's the greatest hero of all time.
Yeah, he just makes sense. he makes sense from top to bottom. Like, he's relatable.
He's from Queen.
He's from my city. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like
his life was worse than Batman's.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't watch his parents die, but his parents are dead.
Yeah.
He was an orphan. He watched his uncle die because of his own decisions, which people were like, well, it's not. He could have stopped it. And the whole point of the power is that he had the powers to stop him, but because he didn't like the dude that got robbed, he was like, man, fuck that. Which is a very New York nigga thing, by the way. He said, oh, I don't like this dude. Fuck that nigga.
Yeah, fuck that.
That's literally how he went. Nigga got killed. Boom. And then he was like, yo, I don't want that to happen to anyone else again, so I'm going to be a hero. And even while being a hero, he was still poor as fuck. He had to hide his identity. Everyone in the city hated him. And he still saved their ass.
Yeah.
His own boss hated him. His life sucked. He's the reason his first love died. And then his other love was like a whacker version of the first love. It's just like, it's all over. Like, he's a great hero.
Yeah.
But I love Batman because he's
dark.
And he's crazy. He's just a fucking nutcase.
He's dark.
He's not even like top 50 worst backstories in comics. He's like top.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Come on, bro. You got it low key. If we compared him to other superheroes, he got it sweet. You're a
rich billionaire orphan.
Yeah, you're a rich billionaire. Guess what? Wolverine's whole family. Yeah, Wolverine's broke, and his whole family is, and everyone he's ever loved is dead.
Wolverine was born like before slavery.
Dead ass.
And had to fight for his life for 150 years.
Yeah, come on.
That's not fun.
That's not fun at all.
He killed his own father. He watched his mother shoot herself in the head. And he didn't know he killed his own father because he watched his real father kill who he thought was his father. And he found his mom had an affair and that he killed his real dad. And then his own brother tried to kill him for years. And he ended up accidentally killing the girl, the only friend he had. And he spent years living with fucking wolves.
Good ass.
You know what happens? Oh, yeah. Now they know Wolverine can talk to animals. You know what happens after he lived with the fucking wolves? A bear killed all the wolves. A bear killed all the
He's got it bad, man.
Like, his life is like an episode of, like, Empire.
Yeah, the Batman out here, thou shalt not kill because his parents died, man.
Wolverine's motto is thou shalt not kill.
Bruh. But then the Joker out here fucking your homeboy up. Practically killed his ass, and you out here like,
nigga, killed your son.
Yeah, and you talking about, oh no, I can't.
I can never kill.
I can't.
Wolverine's like,
and damn near
you niggas lives?
fought your son to damn near death
to save the
Joker.
Yo, you're beating this shit.
You a goof, bro. You a fucking goofy, bro.
That was so funny, but he was putting hands on Red Hood.
Dead ass. I'm like, nigga, you broke this nigga's head off on a fucking sink counter.
Nigga put that nigga head on a swivel.
Dead ass.
God damn.
Crack this nigga shit on the sink counter just to say the Joker. And the Joker sitting there like, this is for me? Like, what the fuck?
But I digress. That's one of our many Batman rants. That we'll probably have another one later on because, there's some Batman juiciness in this one.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Ezra Miller's Flash, trash. First of all, they introduced him in the flashback as really awkward, nerdy nerd. They just gloss over the fact that his father's doing life in prison to try to make him seem like he really has a serious struggle, which I know he does, but y'all really could have showed this better. And the people say, well, it was supposed to be 5. I don't care. The first Justice League wasn't supposed to be what it was, but it was.
Yeah.
So, a bad movie ain't supposed to be a bad movie, but it ended up being a bad movie.
Yeah.
So, hey.
Like, you can't make a bad movie and then be like, well, it was supposed to be 5 movies.
Look, it's supposed to be this movie a masterpiece. It came out mid.
Bruh, okay, it was supposed to be 5 movies, so make fucking 5 movies and don't tell me it was supposed to be. Like, stop making excuses for shit.
Look, like
it's, I get it. Okay, maybe it was supposed to be 5 movies, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's 1 movie that's 4 hours.
You told me it was cat piss. I got Reggie. Like, like, hey, I thought I was gonna get I get a Mercedes. I got a fucking shitbox. Hey, so that's what it is. They showed him he's trying to apply for a dog grooming job. Whole thing's kind of weird. And then this girl, who I'm assuming is because they're trying to make Iris a black girl in a lot of the in the incarnations now in the shows because they want to show racial diversity, interracial love, and all that shit. I don't know if that's Iris, but they show this girl just walking by, just staring. Like, I've never seen a woman more horny in my life.
That ass.
Nigga, I've never in my life seen a woman more horny.
Yeah.
And I've watched porn. Like, she was looking at this nigga like she was fucking him through the glass.
Yeah,
like she was looking at him like, yo, if you don't stick your dick in me right now, I'm gonna say it's rape. Yeah. Like, I would call rape if you don't fuck the shit out of me right now. Like, she's like, yo, if you don't break that glass and then break my shit off right this second,
it was just odd.
Like it was unreal. Like, no woman's doing this unless they're an escort.
Facts. Like she was just on the corner a second ago. Like, it's like, yo.
The only time a woman would stare at you this hard is if once you try to holler at her, she's like, yo, 25 for an hour. Yeah. Which is a great deal, by the way.
25 for an hour.
Okay, $250 for an hour. I'm sorry, girls. Shout out to my escorts.
Listen, I don't know no escort rates. So
I don't know escort rates either. I couldn't tell you. But I can tell you 25 for an hour.
That would, just off, just common sense. That sounds like that would be crazy.
That's like $50K a year. You giving up.
She got something though.
Yeah, for 25 an hour, you definitely got something.
Your rate mad low.
That's a really.
You're like, I gotta make it back somehow.
Yeah, there's virtually no barrier of entry. Like, there's literally no barrier. It's like, he's like, yo, what's the password? I don't know. I'll get it.
I fuck it, man.
So, we need someone in here, man. Like,
bitch empty, man. So she could be a fucking fed. I don't give a fuck.
She's staring at him mad hard, and he's trying to do an interview. He can't find his resume. It's all crumpled up in his file. I was like, first of all, Barry's a smart guy. Yeah. He would not come here this ill-prepared. Yeah. And he's not a teenager. He's like in his 20s. So this is like completely weird how he's this awkward about it. Yeah. And then he sees this girl staring at him. He's like, I'm like, nigga, I've seen fine girls while applying for a job. It's not that serious, dog. Yeah. And why would he have his resume crumpled up? Also, nigga, this is like 2018. Why didn't you just apply for shit online?
Yo, facts.
You can say it's a mom and pop business. Okay, it's a grooming shop. Yeah. Just tell her you worked at the thing. And if you really print the resume, why don't you come in with a folder? Yeah,
and you're like, okay, and also you're Barry fucking Allen. Like, why are you late?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, the guy with super speed's late. That's the trope. Oh, like you could have made it there in a split second, and you were still late. Yeah. Like literally, you could have been there at 3:00. You could have still made it at 3:00 by just running at 3:00.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden, he walks out. This girl gets in her car, and as he walks out. Actually, he doesn't even walk out yet. He's still in there. This girl gets in the car, takes a U-turn, and starts driving away on the other side of the road, and is still looking at him through the fucking glass.
No, but what's even better than that was the guy who dropped his burger. That was funny as fuck. Oh, yeah. He was reaching for the burger. Niggas like, and then he literally destroys.
The nigga in the truck, while all this is happening, was eating the burger. He dropped the burger on the floor while driving the 18-wheeler, which... This thing has a CDL license.
Yeah, bro.
So niggas with CDL licenses, if you drop the burger, you're not gonna keep driving in the middle of a city and while looking down to get your burger. Mm-hmm. Like, and he was getting this burger like it wasn't all over the floor. Like he's like he really needs this burger.
Yeah, like,
bro, you're a trucker. You make like 24 an hour. Yeah. You can get another burger if it's that crazy, man. Like you can get another burger.
Put real logic into this shit, man.
He really needs that burger. But the part that was annoying is I was like, y'all trying to force a issue right here. I can see it's like y'all making this. This looks all so unrealistic. Y'all are making unrealistic distractions. A trucker drops a burger in the middle of a city, so he's gonna look down and just not pay attention to the road anymore for like a good 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then this girl, as she U-turns and is driving away, she is looking across the street. She can't see the nigga anymore. She's like a good 50 feet away from the glass.
She's still looking.
The sun's reflecting the shit. She's looking like, smiling at him. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck kind of weirdo shit? Like, yo, bitch, stop. Like, yo, get away from me, bitch. Yo. You creepy asshole.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like, yo, you are wildin'.
And this nigga.
And she's paying no attention to the road whatsoever. Yeah. And then both of these cars, the truck and the car collide. And keep in mind, she collides.
First off, he crashed into multiple shit. He crashed into the fucking. This thing, you didn't think to start hitting the brake after you hit a fucking hot dog stand.
He had multiple things before he ran into.
You hit the fucking hot dog stand, then you go through that, and then you hit this girl's car. Her shit flipped. Barry stops time, goes and saves this woman.
But no, the best part is, she hits the truck while still staring at Barry. Yep. As she already drove past the pet shop. So she breaking her neck to look. She runs she has the green light, and the other nigga runs the red light after hitting a hot dog stand, and probably a couple of people and then hits her car, and then he sees that, and then in the most corny way possible, he starts going at super speed. And first of all, if you go super speed, I know everyone wants to recreate the Quicksilver scene in Days of Future Past. Amazing scene, but nigga, first of all, his scene was funny, and it was cool. This scene, and it still felt like he was going fast. This nigga literally just stopped everything he was doing. He just kind of pushed the glass, was like jogging there. And then as she's like in midair about to die,
folding her hands up.
He's literally looking at her.
They're playing that trash ass,
that little romantic, depressing music, some Rick shit.
Yeah.
And then, some Rick shit. And then he's like caressing her face. I'm like, bitch, she's dying. Like she's about to die. Yeah, and he's sitting just staring at her in the music like, I'm a depressed boy. I think I found my love. And then, this bitch is crazy. She shouldered the road, but she didn't. So I have to save the bitch. Playing all that shit. She's still in the car, mind you. And he's just staring at her, caressing her hair, all that shit. Like,
moving her hair out of her face, like folding her arms.
Not only do you not know the girl's name, you didn't even hear her speak.
Deadass.
She hasn't heard you speak. You don't know her.
Yeah, you don't know her.
At all. This shit is weird.
Yeah.
And this whole movie's like, actually, they didn't know each other, but then they show the movie. It's like, well,
if I didn't see it in no other fucking movies, I don't want to hear about it.
If they knew each other, they could have pointed it out by one thought. Oh, she's like, oh shit, that's Iris.
Yeah.
Boom! That would have made more sense.
Yeah. But
no, they didn't. So if that's going to be an excuse, suck pon me cocky. And as she's doing all that, he starts to unbuckle his seatbelt, and then he just starts to put her down. Keep in mind, the thing's like still like in the middle of destruction, and then he puts her down in the middle of the accident as it's still transpiring. Yeah. He didn't put her on the sidewalk. He put her down in the middle of the accident. Then the time just resumes. Everything around just
yeah.
Literally, someone else probably died. He didn't, but no one cared. Yeah. Someone else probably just died, and he's just sitting there holding her. She's just like,
oh my God.
And then she almost just died, and she's just looking at him, just like, she's like, and she just starts smiling and like breathing mad heavy and shit. I'm like, yo, you just almost died, and all you're thinking about is how wet you are looking at this nigga, who's not even that cute, mind you. Yeah. Like, I'm like, bro, this shit is creepy,
insane.
And then he looks at, he's like,
and then just disappears,
and then he just runs away. He at super speed. He shows her his powers in the middle of the street. Like, people just saw him do that. Yeah, he made no attempt to be stealthy. He just was like, sorry, gotta go. Boom.
Yep.
And now this bitch knows you the Flash.
Yep. And then we never see her again in the entire movie.
Yeah, never see her again in the entire movie. And then he goes back into the grooming place while this woman already knew that he was like, she was just there and then he wasn't. And so already I'll be like, okay, this thing just popped up and just disappeared. In a world with Superman, I'll be like, this thing got powers. That was my first thought.
Yeah.
Personally,
there's already a Superman that we've heard of, and we hear about a guy in a all black suit fucking niggas up at night.
So there was psychosis in the back suit, beating niggas up in alleys.
Out of niggas in alleys.
He just pops up, and all of a sudden he pops up in the middle of a dog kennel, like petting the dogs. He's like, oh, and he took a hot dog while the hot dog stand was doing like blowing up and shit. Yeah. And he was feeling, I like this. I keep a hot dog to help keep the dogs stress free. Yeah, he was like, oh, so when do I start? Like, that was supposed to be funny and quirky. Shit was really lame. Shit was dumb as fuck. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Like, that was the end of that.
Only thing good about that scene was those cute ass dogs.
Yeah, those dogs were fucking adorable. And those dogs that deserve that. They deserve better than that, man.
Yeah, man, they deserve better than a hot dog.
Feed that dirty ass hot dog.
Yeah, just chilling in hot dog water for about a half an hour.
That shit definitely got oil on it after that truck hit it.
Oh hell,
that was an oil truck, nigga. Yo, and it was an oil truck. Did anyone check to see if that shit was gonna blow up?
Oh my God.
He's sitting there like, oh, I'm gonna save the pretty girl. Now you did it because now she's next to the truck.
Yeah. Like, that's about to blow up.
And then we go to Cyborg. First of all, this wasn't really a gripe. It was just that we noticed. Why did they play in the Super Bowl?
I noticed this shit mid movie. I was like, what the fuck? I was so tight because this nigga is playing running or quarterback. He played quarterback, And he bumbles off everybody, but he's Cyborg. We get it. That's that's what he does. He's Cam Newton.
Yeah, first of all, he's playing quarterback, but he made no quarterback plays.
Yeah, he's Cam Newton at this point. He knocking niggas out, and then he scores the touchdown.
Saquon Barkley was just snapping the ball.
Yeah,
there was nothing quarterback.
Yeah, he playing the Wildcat. He out there as a running back, but he playing the quarterback. So scores a touchdown, and they show the crowd. Why did it look like the fucking World Cup? In the fucking arena, I'm like, this is a high school game.
Yeah,
it's a high school game. Why is it a World Cup stadium? It's just odd. It's just odd. It's just small, bright, but it's odd.
And I don't know if it was the championship game or just a regular game. I can't tell because it didn't specify. I assumed it was championship.
Yeah, because of that crowd. But still, no high school crowd is like that. I've never seen a high school crowd.
That shit looked like the Buccaneers playing the fucking Patriots or some shit. Like, that shit looked insane.
Yeah.
That shit looked like Super Bowl 47. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that shit is insane.
And then this nigga looks over after doing the most unrealistic play I've ever seen in my life. First of all, he stiff-armed like 3 niggas. He trucked like another 2.
Yeah.
And you're the quarterback. Okay.
Listen, Marshawn Lynch ain't doing that. And Marshawn Lynch is the only thing that could come close.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Marshawn Lynch
Herschel Walker or some shit.
High caliber running back of all time right now cannot do that to 5 high school kids.
Yeah.
Like, one of them's grabbing you.
Yeah, one of them is grabbing you. He had a shoelace tackle on that nigga.
You're definitely gonna truck me. Yeah. But I'm at least gonna slow you down.
Yeah.
And someone else gonna hit you.
And he's fumbling, like he's falling, like, oh.
And then he still somehow manages to get all the way there for the touchdown, the game-winning touchdown at the last fucking second.
Ooh.
I was like, and I know what y'all thinking. We're being very nitpicky now, but guess what, nigga? We're doing the podcast, so deal with it.
And also, come on, man.
Like certain shit just looks dumb.
Yeah, some shit just looks really weird.
Did it ruin the movie for me? No, it didn't. It didn't affect the rating. It was just so corny.
Yeah,
like it did nothing for me. And then he looks over, and then he looks in the crowd. And this is the part that annoys me too. He sees his dad wasn't there. Nigga, you knew your dad wasn't there when you started the game.
Yeah. He wasn't there when it started. You ain't there when it's done.
Yeah, like nigga, you know your dad by now. You know he wasn't coming.
Yeah.
He's like, and then he won the game. He was depressed, and his mother, who am I? Oh yeah, before then too. They was talking. Apparently, he's like, there was at a parent teacher. I was like, oh yeah, your son. And you know how they do like the little anime rundown.
Yes, this shit was funny. This shit was funny.
Victor Stone, athletic god, super genius.
just talking, just bigging this thing up for no reason.
It's like when a character in the show tells you all their abilities. Like, hey, my name is.
He having somebody else do it for him.
Hey, my name is No Chicago Kira. Like just a weird introduction. It's like okay, and then he's like, yeah, he hacked into the students. He hacked into the school database and was changing students' grades and stuff. He's like, and the principal was like, yeah, he can't be doing that, man.
Yeah,
he's like, he was like, he wasn't even mad. He was like being really chill.
Yeah,
he was like, yeah, he shouldn't be doing that, man. Like, he's like, he's a smart kid and all. He's a good kid, but he shouldn't be doing that. Like that's illegal.
Yeah,
he can get in real trouble for that. And then he was like Mrs. Stone. She was like Dr. Stone. And he was like, he was just like,
all right, bitch.
He was like, all right, Dr. Stone. Like,
okay.
The principal was so chill about it. He's like, all right, Dr. Stone. And then she was like, that girl whose grades he changed, her family died, and she was struggling with depression. He was just trying to help. What did you do to help her? What the fuck does it matter, bitch?
Yeah, changing her grades isn't like
that didn't help anything.
Yeah.
And he said, and the nigga didn't say anything, and all I had was like, what was that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I don't get it.
So if I rob a bank to give money to a homeless man, and then he's like, yo, he just robbed the bank, man. That's illegal. He's like, he robbed the bank to get that man $50. What did you do for that man? And the cop's like,
I don't know, maybe protect and serve every day.
I was like, or the guy looked, he was like, I didn't know. It's like, we could get her help. Yeah. It's like, yo, like what kind of like?
Yeah, I didn't even know Shorty.
They try so hard to make that shit like seem like he was a good person for that. Don't be wrong. If you're changing grades for other people, you are a good person, or you're just an asshole because you want to stick it to the man. Either way, that's a good thing to do, but it's also a bad thing to do because
you're not helping her in the long run.
Yeah, because nigga, they still know the grades.
Yeah.
They just go back and change it. Mm-hmm. It's not like it's a permanent thing. It looks like this bitch didn't have an A in fucking calculus. She has an F. And let's go put it back to an F.
That ass.
So she's trying to make it seem like he's such a good person for doing that. giving him no sense of accountability whatsoever.
I just don't get it with this movie. I don't think they knew what they was doing.
Yeah, that part was bad.
Yeah, that was bad. I'm like, y'all just doing stupid shit.
Now that affected my rating for it. Yeah. That was like, all right, that was pretty bad.
This was stupid.
Now, keep in mind, all this is still better than the whole Flash part. I hated the Flash part. If I rewatch it,
Cyborg had the best character development in this whole movie.
Yeah, and that's not good.
And it wasn't great.
Yeah, it wasn't.
it was very average.
And can we point out, how does parents make that?
Him?
Yeah.
First of all, his dad did that shit, man. His dad on some other shit.
Both of your parents have the biggest noses I've ever seen in my life. And I live with the realm. Like, them niggas got the fucking schnauzers, dog. They have some big ass noses. That, like, I don't want to diss them too bad, but they're not the best looking people I've ever seen. To be nice, because I don't want to bash people's appearances on here by calling them like a mean person would say they're ugly as fuck. You feel me? But I'm not a mean person. So,
right.
How they made this Adonis, this strapping young buck, this like who looks nothing like them, and I know it's just casted that way. I was like, I know, guys, but if you're gonna cast them, at least make it somewhat realistic. These two pimple-faced, big-nosed niggas made this beautiful piece of work.
Yeah,
and we're just gonna roll with that. And then he was driving home. They had a conversation. She's like, Dad wasn't there. She's like, and then he was like, yeah, he's working. It's like, he's never there for my games. Like, yeah, because he's always working. Look, guys.
And like, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, your dad's never there for your games.
Look, guys, my dad worked a lot too. I never held it against him, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it a buck. He was never there for a lot of my shit. It didn't affect me at all, personally. Because guess what? I still saw him every day. I don't care. Like, it's whatever. He would be gone for days sometimes, and then he come home. I'll be like, hey, Dad. He's like, so, boom. I don't know why people take that shit so personal. Like, nigga, do you want him to not work so y'all could? Okay, let him stay home every day and make out no money.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. All right.
And then we on the streets and you're like, Dad, why didn't you go to work?
Fucking bratty ass nigga, man. I swear. And then you start crying. I understand. You wish your dad was there for your big moment, which by big moment is probably just a regular season game. It probably wasn't even the championships. If you want to become a buck. And his mom's talking like your dad loves you. He's like, he doesn't. Like, no, nigga, clearly he does. He's married to your mother. He's raising you. Give you the best life you could ever have. You're rich, my nigga. Like, shut the fuck up. So already right here, I'm like, this is kind of brat. And then his mother gets hit by a truck. Well, they both get hit by a truck. And I'm like, there's a lot of truck collisions.
Yeah,
It's like, who's it now?
They live in a metropolis, man.
Yeah. And
ain't the worst shit that can happen to you.
Yeah, exactly. It's either that or get shot with a laser beam. Nigga. Like,
can't get disintegrated by a laser beam.
He gets hit by a truck.
Sucks, but
he's in a coma. His dad shows up at the hospital because, that's what a normal person would do. Like, if his dad was a real asshole, he would still be working while his parents were
like, oh, damn.
He's like, what the fuck? He ran there. He found his wife died. He's crying and shit. They said his son was going to die. He's like, I'm not going to let my son die. I'll never let him die. He
goes out of his way to like...
He hacks into alien technology and literally goes out, like saves his son's life and then some. Like, he hacked alien technology for the sake of just having his kid be alive.
Yeah. And
turns you into an abomination, yeah. An abomination is a really blanket term. He's a freak, yes, but that's a good freak. Like, it ain't like he turned to, like, the fucking, like...
Yeah, there's worse freaks, man.
He didn't turn to Swamp Thing.
Yeah, you didn't turn to Swamp Thing. You didn't turn to Lizard Man, you know what I'm saying?
You turned to a really cool android.
Yeah.
Well, you're definitely more robot than human.
Yeah.
And then, as he's sitting there alive... And I guess you could count that he's grieving. This nigga sitting there saying, and he said, and I quote, "You're the reason mom's dead." And that's in there like, nigga, how?
Yeah.
I was working, y'all was driving home, a truck ran a light and hit you. The fuck is that? What the fuck does that have to do with me?
Yeah.
What the fuck does that have to do with me? It's like, if you was there, none of this would be happening. Look what you did to me. Nigga, you was dead. I brought you back to life. And Cyborg was the most edgy.
Yeah, Jesus.
Like, Jesus. Maybe it's because I'm still used to the Teen Titans Cyborg, but how are you more edgy than Batman, man?
Yeah, Batman, like, even Batman was like...
Even Batman was like having
a... chill out a little bit.
Batman was like, yo, it's not that serious, man.
It's not that deep.
I'm like, yo, like, relax, dude.
Yeah, my parents died too, man.
Yeah, man. I'm there,
yeah.
my parents died. Oh yeah, speaking of that, we'll get to that too. And so, all in all, Cyborg thing, not good.
Yeah.
It's been a brat, and then we meet Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf's piecing niggas up. He goes to the Atlantis, pieces Aquaman up. He goes to some other place, pieces them up, and then we're gonna start speeding through this because this is a 4-hour movie. We're not going play by play with this. Where's the next major part where they all meet Steppenwolf? Boom. So they all meet Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf is like fighting them. He already beat the shit out of Aquaman in Atlantis. He already beat when he fought the Amazons. Forgot about that. Pieced up the Amazons. There was a lot of slow motion scenes in the Amazon fight, more than there had to be. It was kind of cool though. There was a lot of fine buff girls there. I appreciate that because they don't show a lot of fine buff girls. There are some fine buff girls out there. The ones that don't look like men. Like when they still look like women. That's my snooze nigga. You feel me? But he was piecing them the fuck up. And low key, he kind of left at the right time because them was about to kill that nigga.
Oh yeah,
they came in like those Rockies. They came in the waves. They was gonna beat the shit out that nigga.
That ass.
And then he left. Killed some Atlanteans, got the mother boxes, and we're not gonna explain the mother box thing. I don't care. It's whatever. Yeah. But and then we're gonna cut to when they all banded together finally, and then you have the Flash doing his weird like, and then Batman meets the Flash. And then Batman's like, yo, and also probably messing up the timeline here, but it don't matter. The movie's mid either way.
Yeah.
And then he meets Flash. He's like, hey, you're Barry Allen, blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, I'm not. He's like, yeah, you are because this is his house and you showed up in his crib. And he's like, no, I'm not. It's like, it's not funny. We get it.
Yeah.
And then he finds your Flash suit. He's like, oh, yeah, here's your Flash suit. He's like, this, I don't know. That's, like, yes, you do. It's literally made for your body. And Batman's like, it's clearly yours. It's clearly yours, man. Like, this footage you use in battles without the mask on it.
Like, Batman out here just, like, cutting down everything.
Like, they have footage of Barry using his powers without his mask on.
Batman's like,
they know it's him.
I already saw it.
And then...
I already saw you do it.
And then here's what they do. He's like, I already saw it. I saw it. He's like, but I saw it. Like, but I saw it.
Then the nigga tries to throw a batarang at this
and thing. Then, again, they overuse the slow motion with the super... It's like, to them, how you show super speed, make everything slow. Instead of just making them quick sometimes.
Yeah.
And so, they have him with the batarang. Again, 30 seconds of this could have been cut out. They threw the batarang, he's sitting there, he's staring at it. And honestly, nigga, I could have dodged the shit. Like, it wasn't that crazy. I don't know why they made it seem like you need super speed to dodge the shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, if you ever had something thrown at you like a shuriken, it's just move the head. Like, thick as shit. Side note, guys. I saw some ass walking out the window. Shout out to you, Marseille Fielders. And so he throws the batarang. It's like vroom, vroom. And the Flash goes like, and the little dramatic music is like, and he's moving like mad slow.
Deadass.
And he's like looking at it, and he's like sitting there looking at it longer, and then he just stares at the batarang. He's just like, whoa. And I was just like, bro, we didn't have to do it. Like, the thing is with stuff like this, we already established super speed. We don't have to see this again.
Yeah, we don't have to see it a million times.
And then he grabs it, and then he goes back to normal, and he looks at it. I'm like, yo, y'all could just put him like, just dodge him like,
yeah.
That would have been cool. Just make it like a split second, but yeah, I just made it like a minute long. And then he was like, yeah, no, I know it was you. I was like, what if he just did that at normal speed? And you would have been perfectly fine. Yeah. You could have easily done that shit at normal speed. But anyway, that shit was dumb. And then he was like, oh, he was like, yes, I want to join. He's like, this is like a super squad. I was like, oh, of course he was going to say yes. We already knew that. That's the character.
He did easy yes.
Yeah. And then they all meet in their little fortress, which is just a fucking lair in the sewer. Like fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That shit was weird. Steppenwolf finds them, invades them. They all start fighting. They run into Cyborg's dad. I guess people were mad that Cyborg kind of like botched the stealth because he wanted to like not get his dad killed. Because the nigga was about to like stab up his dad. He was like, "Get off of him!" And he just ran out and attacked. I was like, "No, that's pretty reasonable."
Yeah, I don't want my dad to die.
Yeah,
my mom's already dead, so
it's like, look, I'll cut him bail there. It's like, his mother just died. As much as he hates his dad, he loves his dad. Like, nigga's gonna save him. And then my favorite part of the whole movie, when those super aliens start fighting everybody,
bro,
and Batman,
that one alien was throwing hands with Batman, and
Batman had a final boss fight with one alien, nigga.
Batman was fighting for his life out here.
Like, oh my god, like this nigga I didn't blow my nose. But like this nigga was fucking. He was scrapping. Like this alien threw Batman into the camera, and Batman was over there. He was like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck, man?
He's fucking me up.
He's like, this is fucking me up, man.
Landed a lucky kick on that nigga, and he fell to his death.
They scrapped for a good round. Yeah. Like that was a legit fight. These niggas, like this nigga,
that was a 5 rounder. Like that was a 1 minute, 1 round, 5 minute, 1 5-minute round in the UFC right there.
Nigga, he looked better. He looked better fighting in the warehouse than he did fighting that alien.
Dead ass. That shit was crazy.
Had a booger.
But yeah, this nigga
like that shit was like, and I'm sitting there like, yo, you are not supposed to be here.
Yeah,
and he getting his ass beat by this alien, just won, and then he didn't even beat the nigga. Cyborg came and killed him. No, Flash.
He kicked the nigga.
He kicked the nigga. Oh yeah, he kicked one off the thing. Yeah, he kicked one. Yeah, he kicked him to his death. And there was another one that was about to beat him up, and Flash came and just pushed him and just splattered him into the wall.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god, I did it. I was like, you never pushed. All right, we watched you beat it, stop a rock. All right, never mind.
Yeah,
but. Whatever. And then Wonder Woman, she's like,
Wonder Woman show up.
And she started fighting Steppenwolf pretty good. And I'm like, okay, all right, that's a little scrap. We're going to get back to that later on in the fucking review. And also, I'm tired of that fucking gauntlet shit that she always do. Like, that's her finisher. It ain't that cool, man.
Yeah, that when she slams the hand together and shit.
You know what'd be cool? Punch the nigga.
Yeah.
That's way cooler.
Yeah, beat the shit out the nigga.
Use your Superman level strength that for some reason they neglected in this movie.
Yeah, like this shit is insane.
And it's just Steppenwolf started winning, which we expected because it's like an hour into the movie. They're not going to beat the main villain already. Yeah. And then he starts beating their asses. Flash rolls his ankle while running at super speed, which looked extremely painful. By the way, I was like, damn, I feel for that nigga. He was trash. That did not look like a fun time.
No.
And what else happened? And then Aquaman came surfing through the sewer after he broke through the water, and then he started holding back the water. And I was like, all right, that's cool. They just need to find a reason for him to pop up there somehow. I was like, I don't know why. I guess that's why they were there. That was the perfect time for him to pop up. That was really convenient. And then they all finally meet up together, and Aquaman's like, I just want to be alone. I do things alone. And then Batman's like, no, we can do it together, man. We can do it together, bro. Nah, I do things alone, man. I'm all alone,
but what if we teamed up?
He's like,
team.
And then Batman's like, look at me, Superman did when we fought. I was like, nigga, no, look at Superman. One Woman.
Yeah.
You shot the nigga with one tranquilizer of kryptonite, nigga.
Yeah, like.
And my favorite part was Aquaman's like, and what happened to Superman? And Batman's like, fuck.
Oh shit.
He's like, shit. Well, if you was fucking there, not me, maybe they would have lived.
Yeah.
I was like, what? He's like, I'm just saying.
Technically, you might be stronger than Superman.
I was like, technicality. I mean, stronger than me.
Yeah.
It's debatable. But, and he's like, it's not debatable. He's like, I'll find a way. I'll always find a way.
Like prep time.
He's like, prep time. He was like, I'll take all the water away from you. It's like, I could just snap your neck. He's like, cut you. It's like, yeah, I could. He's like, fuck my. It's like, mind games does not work on Aquaman. All right, we got to that part. Let's skip to their like token argument scene where that had to happen. Where they have to band together and figure out how they're gonna do this with what's his name randomly saying weird quirky shit. The Flash. Then we go to Commissioner Gordon, where they for some reason have to talk to Commissioner Gordon. Oh, let's go to my favorite parts of the movie. Mrs. Lois Lane. Mrs. Most useless character in the history of shows. Always randomly popping up and giving me a whole storyline, this bitch. No one cares about her. That's what fucked the Batman Superman. We got an hour of plot for this girl for no reason. And we got, again, Batman Superman. I get it, she's mourning. I get it, she's mourning Superman. But the fact that you show Lois Lane lets me know we're going to see Superman. So that kind of already beat that purpose. It's like, if you show Lois Lane, that means Superman's going to be alive. That kind of showed that immediately, if you didn't watch the original Justice League. But all her scenes was trash, and then that's when we see she's talking to Superman's mother. It was like, okay, Martha, Martha, I'm so sad, Martha. And at first I was like, why is Martha so much more chill about this than her, considering that she just lost her son, and Lois is like she just lost like everyone in her family. It was like, nigga, I get it, you lost your super dick. I'm sorry, that's sad. And then we find out, for some reason, Martha is Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
And why?
I don't know, man. Like, the whole point of putting him in this movie was it was extremely pointless.
Where was he during the whole fight?
Yeah, like, nigga, help me. Help me.
Please.
You Superman freak. Like, you are practically Superman.
You're Superman with Professor X's power.
Deadass, like, fucking help me.
Help. Brain blast Steppenwolf from over here.
Come beat the shit out of Steppenwolf for me. Like, the fuck? Jesus.
And then, for some reason, he appears that time, does nothing to help. And speaking of niggas that do nothing to help, in the flashback, they showed the gods of, like, Ares in them. I'm assuming they're still alive. Yeah. I think so. I don't remember anyone saying they died, unless I just forgot something from Wonder Woman.
Yeah, they beat Darkseid.
Where are they?
They ain't lose.
Where'd they go? Where the fuck are they? And they showed a Green Lantern for Earth back then. Mm-hmm. Where the fuck are the Green Lanterns during all this? This is a universal threat. Where the fuck are they? Why are they not here? What are they doing?
He's on vacation. Man.
Where's Hal Jordan? Y'all just established Hal Jordan's here. Y'all just established the Green Lantern. He's here. He's somewhere.
He's on vacation.
Jesus. And then let's flash forward some more into let's go straight to the final scenes of the movie, which I like to call trash. So they brought back Superman with the mother box, and apparently said the mother box corrupts you absolutely. They never come back the same. Mm-hmm. Superman comes back,
starts piecing all the Justice League members.
Yeah, like without an issue. And that's where I have a big fucking gripe.
Yep.
Look, I know niggas love the Superman pack.
I think he gets a boost for these movies. I think he's stronger than everybody else. I think that's just what it is. Because it makes no sense. Because he should not be piecing them.
No, Superman always gets the dick riding. Superman and Batman, when the writers be sucking their dicks so bad. First of all, in the Batman vs Superman, one was piecing up Doomsday. Doomsday killed Superman.
Yeah.
How the fuck is she not a challenge for Superman all of a sudden?
Yeah, all of a sudden.
When she was stronger than Superman when they met.
Yeah. Can't even touch the nigga?
Aquaman probably can't just beat Superman straight up, but if they fought 10 times, he's winning some of them fights.
Yeah.
Better hand-to-hand fighter. He has a magic trident, and he's damn near just as strong as Superman in terms of physical strength. Wonder Woman is just as strong as Superman in physical strength. And she's a better fighter.
Way better fighter.
And she has weapons.
On 10. She is a trained fighter. This nigga is a super guy who just punches shit.
He's the buff nigga with no hands and just throws haymakers.
Yeah,
that's Superman. And they jumped this nigga, had no chance. Cyborg, I guess Cyborg not having a chance.
Cyborg has no chance.
He's never had a chance. Period.
The Flash right now doesn't have a chance.
People were mad that I'm mad that Superman kept up with Flash too. I'm not that mad because Flash has never met anyone that can keep up with him in speed, even though Wonder Woman's right there. But that's a whole other topic.
So that's a whole different story.
And Superman caught him, and he started attacking him, and Flash is dodging him, but for some reason they're making him move in slow motion again. They could have just had him move in regular speed, but we just established it there in like slow mo, or like going really fast. So I'm not mad that at that moment he was able to keep up with the Flash and be fast, because the Flash just got his powers. He's still a novice, but at his peak, it's not even close.
Yeah.
So that's neither here nor there. But none of these niggas could do anything to him. None. So we're just like, if in the comics, if Wonder Woman and Aquaman jumped Superman, that nigga's done.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. He's getting fucked up.
Yeah.
And then everyone's talking about, like, if we can't beat him, no one can. Like, well, it's Martian Man, but never mind. They'll never have the balls. There should be no conceivable way why Superman beats Martian Man.
Yeah.
There should be no reason why. He's
better. Like, he's practically better than him.
But how can Superman beat Shazam? There's no reason why.
Yeah, there's no real reason besides him being the main character guy.
Yeah, Captain Marvel is Superman with. He used to be called Captain Marvel before the licensing got. Sorry, Shazam used to be way better, or not way better. He's literally Superman with fucking magic.
Yeah.
How's he better? How's he gonna beat that? But whatever. Yeah, but we already know how that goes. If it's Superman and Batman, for some reason they have to win. It's like Goku and shit. Like, there should be no reason why Goku beat Jiren, but he did. There should be no reason why Aquaman and Wonder Woman combined can't budge this nigga.
Yeah, makes no sense.
That shit is, especially when we saw Wonder Woman fight Steppenwolf 1-on-1. It was actually kind of winning.
And we saw her fight Doomsday.
And chop his limbs off. So we couldn't do shit.
Yeah, but Superman all of a sudden is peace and everything.
Oh
makes
my
no sense.
God. And then that's my second favorite part of the movie when he just saw where Batman was nowhere to be found most of the time.
Yeah.
Super started blowing up cars and shit. And Batman
That's one thing I did love though.
Batman knew his role.
Batman knew his role like a motherfucker. Batman was like, listen, man, I ain't fucking with none of these niggas. I'm a human being. All right? I'm not fucking with none of y'all.
Nigga, Batman popped up out of nowhere. And the funny part, he was nowhere to be found. Then when he's beating the shit out of everybody, he popped up out of like the car exploded. He just popped behind the car like,
oh shit!
Like it looked like he was hiding behind the car. And then when the car blew, it's like, oh fuck, my cover's blown. Shit. And he just walked out for the side. He's like, fuck. and then Superman sees him.
Sorry, lasering the fuck out of his arms, but he has that special armor on his arm so it doesn't burn him off. Thank God.
And then as he's walking up slowly, Batman's just standing there motionless, and he's like a good 100 yards away. And Superman's sitting there like, I'm gonna enjoy this one because he still got that.
Got that memory.
He still remember.
Yeah.
He don't remember Martha, but he remember what the fuck that nigga did to him. Even though, in my opinion, corrupt or not,
say Batman was like, Clark.
he was like
Clark.
That's what he was doing. And then
you remember?
And then Aquaman and Flash try to stop him, and they get thrown around, which I still hate. Wonder Woman tries to stop him, and then when she pops up, and then she just throws him.
Yeah.
She's like, you know who you are? And he's like, no, nigga. And he just throws her.
Yeah.
And as he's walking still, he's like, Clark. It's like, Clark. As he gets close, he's like, Clark. He's like, you don't do this, man. Batman shit himself. He shit himself in that scene.
Batman knew what it was.
Because he's like, Clark, hey man, you don't gotta do it, man. Clark,
I'm fighting for my life out here, man.
Yo, I just want to be a hero, man. I gotta do this, man.
Yo, I'm not crazy, man.
And they cut out the scene in the original Justice League, which is when that nigga grabbed Batman
by his face.
And he's like, did you bleed? He's like, oh, that nigga bleeding out his asshole right now. That nigga has diarrhea.
Bro.
That shit was funny. And then here's where I get really upset. All it took was Lois Lane running out of a door and saying, Clark! And he's like,
Got every bit of his memory back.
And just went back to normal. And I was like, I knew they was going to do that because Lois Lane popped up. They was going to use her fucking useless ass as a reason. Also, she looked old as shit in the movie, but then I found out the woman that's acting is like 47. I was like, okay, they should have probably cast someone younger than someone that was in their 40s when the shit was out, but I digress. Because she looks like 12 years older than Superman. You can tell. You can tell they're not the same age. It's clear as day.
Yeah, I mean, maybe like a cougar, man.
But they're not similar in age. But she looks close to 50. When you look like when she's sad, I'm like, yeah, you gonna do it, man.
I like them cougars, man.
Yeah. She's closer to your mom's age than him. And then all of a sudden, all that corruption, all that shit that they was just talking about, all this whole, if the mother box brings you back, you're never the same. All that went away.
With one word.
First of all, if that was the case, why did they come back when he was staring at Batman? Batman saved his mother. Look, I don't care what we went through before. If you save my mom's life, beef is over.
Yeah.
like beef is subsided.
Yeah.
The beef is inconclusive. Like no one won the beef. It was a no contest. Yeah. Illegal knee. Look, illegal knee to the head. No contest. Unintentional knee to the head. No contest. That's what that is. But and then one woman who fought by his side. Don't remember that. But then this bitch just saying Clark. No, obviously he's like, oh, pussy. I'm like, oh my fucking god. And I was just like, and then while all this happens, like, where's Martian Manhunter? And then he goes back to normal. And this is the part where I don't know what's happening because I skipped. Anytime, like I had a policy from this point on. If I see Lois, we gotta go. You feel me? So every time Lois was on this part, so I know him and Clark had a lot of scenes together. I didn't watch them. I saved myself a half hour. Yeah. I kept skipping. I was like, thank God. I had to skip because it was already 2.5 hours. So I was like, we got an hour and a half more of this shit? I was like, fuck no. I was like, no. No, this is too mid for all this. So I started skipping that. So whatever happens, guys, y'all tell me. Because I don't fucking know. Yeah. I didn't want to know because I don't give a fuck about Lois. And I don't give a fuck about their little conversation. What are you talking about?
It was pretty much all pointless shit.
Yeah, just talking about how he died and how he misses somebody. I don't give a fuck, man. I could probably figure it out on my own. Mm-hmm. And then we go to the final fight. Superman's still not there for some reason. He's over there talking to Lois Lane, which I guess he was like, yo, I died, let me get some pussy. I feel him. But with the universe at stake, I feel like this could have been a better time to do this. We could do this after the fact. I ain't trying to fuck while the whole world's on peril. Mm-hmm. Isn't the whole point of you to be the symbol of peace, my nigga? Aren't you All Might, nigga? Goddamn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's.
Final fight scene. They go into Steppenwolf's little lair. I don't know why Batman's there. And then he leaves Alfred behind. And I said, and I quote, man, you might as well bring him as useless as you are in this whole situation. Mm-hmm. He starts shooting aliens and shit. This nigga's fighting for his life against one alien. And then we have Aquaman jumping into the sky, killing him, and kick-flipping off an alien off his body while flying through a skyscraper and just sliding off of him. And I'm just like, yeah, you shouldn't be here. Mm-hmm. And then the Flash... Oh, we haven't talked about the Flash is running. The Flash is running is one of the most annoying, stupid-looking things I've ever seen. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
Like, it looked like he was ice skating.
That ass.
Like, he was moving as super speed, but he was, like, just, like... It looked like he was just like he
was skating.
Like he was frolicking through dandelions and shit. And then while his whole body's moving slow motion when he's talking, his head's moving at normal speed. And then that's where we skip most of the other shit because most of that other shit was just fluff. Oh yeah, Cyborg's dad died for no reason. He was like, I have to overheat the mother box so I can get a heat signature. And I guess they wanted to make the stakes higher. So Cyborg's dad died in the process. I was like, no, you could just press the button to run out the room. Yeah. Because and then our friend Joe's like, well, he had no, because Stephen was going to kill that nigga. It's like, nigga, if he pressed the button, heated it up and left, Stephen was going to go kill him. He don't give a fuck about that nigga. He was just going to get the box and leave, which is exactly what he did when he got the box.
Yep.
And Cyborg was like, Dad, no! Mm-hmm. And then my boss was like, we have to get the mother box. I was like, nigga, your dad just died. Nothing. That was it.
Yeah.
Just the dad, no. I was like, all right, man. Skip to that. They go Flashpoint at some point. I don't care. Steppenwolf starts piecing up all of them, which is again kind of stupid because we saw Aquaman can keep up with him. We saw not as much, but we saw Wonder Woman can keep up with him. It was got head over head at points, and then they couldn't do nothing 2-on-1 against this nigga. And then here comes Superman. So Steppenwolf came and hurt the nigga. Mm-hmm. Steppenwolf came and hurt the nigga. Came and hurt him. And I was like, this is some grade A bullshit. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? That was trash. That was fucking trash. I don't know how strong Steppenwolf is in the comics. Something tells me he's a fight for Superman. Something, give me a...
Yeah, he could at least punch him.
Because if he could beat one... Because if Steppenwolf can get pieced up that bad by Superman, then that lets me know he can get pieced up that bad by the other two. Mm-hmm. So, that happens. And spoiler alert, still no fucking Martian Manhunter in any of this. Even though, while that's happening, still no fucking Martian Manhunter in any of this. He's somewhere just chilling with his own plots and devices. Mm-hmm. Like, anything he's doing right now is more important than saving the fucking planet and possibly the universe. And then I guess they open the mother box. Doomsday does his thing. He has a blown at the planet, killing everybody. And I was just like, all right. And then Flash goes Flashpoint as this is happening, and versus time, he saves everybody, which I guess was cool. I was like, at least it wasn't Superman. That was nice. But I still hated how he ran. His feet never touched the ground. It looked stupid. He looked retarded. I didn't like it. I know, yeah, guys, I said retarded. I'm sorry. And that's pretty much. Oh, and then they did their token superhero poses, which they could have did before everything happened, like they did in Avengers. You know what's funny? Remember in Avengers they all did the pose? Mm. They literally stood in the circles like, yo, we're getting jumped. And so it looked organic. This one was like, they all said it was like, yo, we're about to pose right now. And then they just all posed.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my God. And then pretty much the epilogue happened. I didn't watch a single piece of it. How was the epilogue? What happened in the epilogue?
It was a dumb shit. So pretty much, okay, I'm gonna start from the. I'm gonna try to start from the beginning because shit is forgettable for the most part because nothing's gonna really happen with it. So I mean, starts off. Lex Luthor is in his little, he pretty much finessed the guard. He's not in the jail cell when the guard walks over there. And
did he shave his head?
Yeah, he shaved his head. He's not in the jail cell when the guard goes over there.
How the fuck he break out?
I don't know how he breaks out. They didn't really explain it. They show him on a yacht. He next thing you know, you see a guy on a boat, on a small boat, kind of like going up to the yacht. he gets off. You realize it's Slade or Deathstroke, and so at that point he walks up. He's like, "Yo," Lex is like, "Yo, I'll pay you to kill the Batman." He's like, "I'll do it for free," some shit like that. He takes it off. You see it's Slade. Then the next scene I think was the Batman's nightmare, and so Cyborg was there. Shorty that fuck with Aquaman was there. Who else was there? Slade was there. There for some reason they're cool, and the Joker is there. And Batman. They're all
Joker's helping save the world.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
He's the epitome.
But everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. Like the whole world is destroyed.
And so Joker's like, let's band together.
Well, Batman took him along.
What? Okay.
And Slade was like, you and remember when he was like, told you this was going to be some dumb shit bringing this nigga with us. And he was like, if he gets out of line, I'll kill him. And I was like, okay, at least Batman's stepping up a little.
Batman definitely will.
Yeah, and then Joker was like, you won't kill me. He was like, we need each other.
Yo, I just had a thought. This Batman killed. Why the fuck is Joker alive?
Yeah, why is Joker alive? That shit made no sense.
So even
and then he proceeds to talk about how he fucked up Robin, like how he fucked up Jason. And he was like, and then he was like, yo, if you keep talking shit, I'm gonna kill you. And he then proceeds to keep talking shit about Jason and keep talking shit about everybody that he killed and everybody. And he's like, listen. And he was like, "You're not gonna do shit."
Yo, if I was Deathstroke, I'd be like, "Yo, I'll kill this nigga."
Yeah, that ass.
Because I know Deathstroke looking at this, this nigga's gonna annoy the shit.
Yeah, and then
Joker got nothing.
Cyborg is like,
wait, Cyborg's alive enough?
Yeah, Cyborg's there, and he's like, "Yo," or I forgot who said it, but they were like, "Yo, we can't be outside for too long because if he sees us, we dead." And so next thing you know, Superman drops down and he sees them, and then his eyes go super red, like he about to kill them, and pretty much.
Wasn't that the future should have been if he had helped?
Yeah, if Lois died, that's pretty much the future. If Lois died.
So why is Superman go even when Lois dies?
Yeah, it's like what
if she dies of natural causes? He's
just gonna go start killing people.
That shit is so dumb.
So weird.
This is yo, Superman a weirdo too, my nigga.
Yeah, he really is. So then it ends with his eyes glowing and shit, and then after that. What's the next one?
What the hell's Joker gonna do? That's what.
Then Batman's in his bed sleeping. I think he woke up from the dream or some shit like that. And then Martian Manhunter is just outside his crib, just floating over his crib. And then Batman is like, "What the fuck?" And then he drops down and he's like, "Yo, next time y'all need me, I'm gonna be there."
We needed you.
Yeah, we needed you this time, nigga. We needed you. A week ago,
Superman didn't. You could have stopped me before Superman showed up, man.
Deadass.
I mean, Show could have won with Aquaman, but you know how they're underpowered.
Yeah, and then Batman is like, "What?" He's like, "All right, yeah." He's like, "How am I gonna reach you?" He's like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna be in touch." He was like, mentally. And Batman literally just like looked at him. He was like, "All right," and just walked back inside. That shit was funny though. Batman was like, "What?"
He was like, "Okay,
okay." And then
the scary part is he did not know he was gonna fuck with.
Oh yeah, that was a wrong nigga. That nigga, you don't got kryptonite for that nigga. But
he's actually not weak to fire physically.
Yeah, it's just in his mind.
Yeah, it's trauma. It's just a trauma. He has a phobia of fire.
Yeah,
for people that think like Superman could be when laser beams wouldn't kill him. It would just hurt him.
Yeah, it would just hurt him.
But yeah, this shit was that sounded pretty trash. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, first of all, if everyone died, why is Joker one of the people that are alive to help Batman?
Yeah, how is the niggas without powers the niggas that live?
Nigga, like
Batman, the Joker, Deathstroke.
Batman I can get because he's a resourceful nigga.
Yeah.
Joker's resourceful, but nigga, like, what is he gonna contribute with?
Cyborg alive, Shorty that Aquaman was fucking with. I don't know how she's alive, but
she's pretty strong.
She's strong.
But Aquaman and Wonder Woman are dead.
Yeah.
And Superman's just running around killing people.
Running around killing the world. Like, everybody's fucked. You know?
All right.
It was an odd situation. I honestly, that was more, but that I would want to go more into that story than anything else they've done, because that's the only kind of interesting shit. Like, because everything else is just kind of lame. It's kind of boring. It's kind of played out. It's half-assed.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Mm-hmm. And now I'm gonna do a little power scaling, guys, because I know, like, Superman dick riders and people that just don't really know I don't know DC comics like that, But I do know enough to know that certain, like, the power scaling was pretty bad.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, so let's see. Wonder Woman possesses... Well, let's see. So, Wonder Woman possesses strength. She was able to overpower Supergirl. That's enough for me to... That's enough for me to establish how strong she is.
Yeah.
But she couldn't budge. Alright, Aquaman. Okay, they have a little more for him. Aquaman.
Which that's not even enough on Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is a lot stronger.
I feel like they didn't give me enough.
They didn't give enough.
Let me look for another one.
Because Wonder Woman is strong as shit.
Okay, we got New Earth right here. Let's go New Earth. Okay, Wonder Woman, New Earth. Because for people that were saying I'm like bugging for that. Wonder Woman was shown that she is strong enough. Okay, listen to this. Wonder Woman has shown that she is strong enough to defeat opponent. She defeated Superman and easily overpowered Supergirl. That's a better one for it. She defeated Superman 1-on-1. Which, let's be real, in a fight, she usually is winning that fight. Let's keep it a bean. She withstood considerable bludgeoning damage in the form of handling with mechanisms such as Superman and Shazam. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
But she had nothing. She had nothing for him. She has enough hand-to-hand combat to spar with Batman. Come on, bro. Come on. Yeah. Now, Aquaman. Superman has insurmountable amounts of strength. He's capable of knocking back the likes of Superman and Wonder Woman with one blow. He lifted a 160,000-ton sea liner barehanded. Some of his greatest feats include pushing a tectonic plate over the entrance to his trench's lair. If y'all don't know what a tectonic plate is, he pretty much moved a portion of the planet.
Yeah. Like a portion of the
to hide his fucking lair.
Yeah.
And he matched the legendary blow of Hercules. He also used his magic. Alright, man. Alright. But he couldn't bust Superman.
And I get it that the movie characters aren't necessarily,
But we gotta keep it a little bit fair, man.
Yeah.
But overall verdict of this movie, like we said, 6 out of 10. Maybe we sound like it had a little more sauce in it than it was, but no, it's 6 out of 10. And people that saying this is better than it's not the best DC movie for the DC universe. I think Man of Steel is still better.
Man of Steel's better. Wonder Woman is better. Honestly, because me and Joseph was talking about this shit. He said it's the second best. I was like, you're tripping.
I'd give it the third or fourth.
I don't even give it the third.
I would give it the third because if it was shorter, I would say it's the second best.
And when I say DC, I just mean like the DC,
like not Dark Knight.
Yeah, not Dark Knight. Every Dark Knight is better than this.
Every Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight is one of my favorite superhero movies.
I ain't gonna lie. But the Dark Knight itself is not even my favorite Dark Knight series movie.
Yeah, Dark Knight Rises probably is.
I like Batman Begins more too. I love Batman Begins. I don't know why.
Nah, not over Dark Knight.
I don't know why. I love it. I don't know what it is. Because of Ra's al Ghul.
I like it, but Joker did his shit. Joker made that movie.
Because Joker's my favorite. He's my favorite villain in all of them.
Yeah, he made that movie.
But I like Man of Steel more. Man of Steel was objectively fire. I love that movie. Wonder Woman, fun. Suicide Squad, fun. And had Justice League been a lot shorter, I probably would have took it over. I would have took it over Suicide Squad. Maybe Wonder Woman. I don't know, but it's just too long. I can't.
I can't take it over Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was actually a good movie.
Yeah.
Man of Steel. I'll take over it. I'll take Suicide Squad over it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
even though Suicide Squad had its trash moments,
it was just fun.
It was shorter, which is a big to me that 4 hours is too long.
Yeah,
it's just too long. To be like a 6 out of 10. Like if Endgame was 4 hours, but they filled out everything, like they made it just perfect.
It should have been 4 hours, nigga. I feel like there's a 4 hour cut out there. I feel like there's a 5 hour cut out there, and they should release that shit just to shit on niggas. Just release it. Like if Infinity War and Endgame were both 4 hours apiece, I would not give a fuck. That's how good those movies are because there's so much they could have actually shown that they just omitted, and it was still great movies. But they didn't say this is the greatest superhero movie of all time. You're bugging. Yeah. Because it's not even the best DC movie of all time in terms of all DC movies, period. It's not even that.
And Endgame and Infinity War is kind of like one movie to me. Like, it feels like they're conjoined.
Both of them combined is pretty much like it's like slightly longer than the Justice League, and it'll be way better.
Way better.
It's not better than almost any Marvel movie. It's only better. It's better than Fantastic Fours.
Yeah,
I guess I give it those. It ain't better than none of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. It's not. Maybe better than Captain Marvel, and even then, it's too fucking long, so I can't rewatch it. The time length makes it not better than all of them. If it was shorter, it'd be better than maybe 2 or 3 of them. But the whole cinematic, no, it's not. It ain't better than Black Panther. It ain't better than Winter Soldier. It ain't better than Avengers 1, 2, 3, or 4.
No.
It ain't better than Iron Man. It ain't better than none of the shit.
Yeah.
It's not better. It's not better than Thor Ragnarok. It's just not. It's not. It's not the best superhero movie ever. Y'all niggas about it. It's not better than Logan. It's not better than Logan.
No.
It's not better than Logan.
No.
It's not better than Logan, guys. Did y'all hear me? It's not better than Logan. It's not better than First Class. It's not better than Days of Future Past. It's better than Apocalypse. I can't hold it. Apocalypse was trash. But
I'm not going to... Nah, I'm still taking Apocalypse.
Because it's shorter.
It's shorter.
But the movie was
trash. Yeah, the movie was ass, but I'll still take it over.
It was sad Nightcrawler.
I'll take Apocalypse.
Yeah, solid fine ass. It's better than that Jean Grey shit, man. I'll give him that.
Yeah, no, it's better than Phoenix.
I'd rather rewatch Fantastic Four than even look at that Jean Grey movie.
Jesus Christ.
It's better than the first 3 X-Men movies. I'll give you that. It ain't better than the other Marvel Cinematic. It's not better than the Hulk. It's better than the old Hulk. But overall, no. Movie's mid. Y'all niggas is bugging. Fuck out of here. All y'all niggas suck my dick. That movie's not that good. Then just stop dick riding shit just because. And people saying
dick riding shit off. Like, come on, in a few years, come on, this shit ain't gonna be.
Y'all never care next week.
Yeah, this shit not gonna pop.
Nigga, when Marvel drops some shit, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Watch, when Marvel drops some shit, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. And I know DC dick riders always want to make it seem like it's better just because it's DC.
Oh yeah, I know so many motherfuckers that are in love with this shit just because it's DC.
Nigga, that's
like,
so true.
That's so
every
lame.
Marvel movie.
That's what I'm saying. It's so lame.
I'm like, why y'all so tribal? I went into these when I didn't get into Marvel. I mean, I always liked Marvel more than DC, but I never hated DC.
Yeah,
like that shit was weird to me. But it's just not better, dog. I'm sorry, it's not better. And y'all could force yourselves to like it all you want, but I already know how y'all go. Y'all gonna say it's amazing. Y'all gonna watch the shit again, man. Y'all watch it probably 1 or 2.
That's just
2 more times.
Again.
Y'all skip it through. Y'all know what y'all gonna do.
Y'all bugging. It's just 4-hour movie again.
And if it was supposed to be 5 movies, it probably would have been a lot better if it was just 5 different movies and they infused and then made the Justice League. They would have made more money, and maybe the universe wouldn't be fucking dead right now because of all how trash their movies are.
Deadass.
So let that be a lesson. Do it the right way. Don't rush. Do it for the passion, not all for the money.
Yeah, for real.
And maybe y'all shit would still be here. And then y'all could. And then guess what? Endgame would have happened, and then Marvel would be in a dead point right now because they're not releasing movies anymore. You have to be taking this whole entire time.
Imagine if this came out before Endgame.
Oh my god, it's something horrible.
Yeah.
Because they don't really care. But imagine I did the right way, and after Endgame was over, all y'all have is DC movies. Mm-hmm. There's no Marvel movies.
Yeah, y'all would have. Yeah, there's no competition to work with.
And y'all would fill the void.
Shit. Yeah, fill the void, and you could actually take the time to put out a good product.
And DC has so many characters that they like. DC, that's probably what I hate with DC.
Yeah, they don't use
their character.
They don't use shit besides Batman and
Superman. You have Wonder Woman. You have Aquaman. Every other character in Justice League is besides like shit like Hawkman or some shit is more interesting than Batman and Superman. Martian Man is more interesting. Shazam is more interesting. Wonder Woman's more interesting. Mm-hmm. All the Green Lanterns are more interesting. Green Arrow's more interesting.
Yep.
Fucking every single one of them is more interesting. Yep. Nightwing's more interesting.
Are we stuck with these two?
Stuck with these 2 nutheads.
Fumbling ass niggas.
Like, god damn.
Fumbling ass.
They fumbled it. How y'all fumbled the bag so much? And y'all supposed to be the poster boys.
Batman rich as fucking always fumbling the bag, man. That shit
god damn. Little knockoff Iron Man ass. And Iron Man came after. Now he's a knockoff that. Now Batman's a knockoff Iron Man. Trying to make this a good. And y'all trying to make him the Iron Man of the movie. It didn't work because he's not that type of character. It's just God. Y'all had Static for how many years and y'all never used them. Mm-hmm. Y'all had job version of Spider-Man.
So many years and never used them.
Y'all had all these characters, man. You had the Teen Titans. Stopped using them. Everything. Don't use them. But yeah, all in all, movie's mid. That's all we had to say.
That's all I got to say, man.
So if you disagree with us, you're wrong, because guess what? On this podcast, our opinion is law. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
And I know everyone says opinions are objective. Yes, it is objective. Until I don't like them, then it's not objective, because my opinion is
Listen, man, you are free to like this movie. I don't give a damn, but at the end of the day,
and I'm free to look down on your IQ.
I'm free to say this shit was ass. I'm not gonna hold you. This shit was not that good.
You're free to like it. I'm free to look down on you for liking it. You fucking idiot. But I ain't gonna front. If any of you tell me that this shit's better than the Avengers movies, I will find where you live. And I will tell you that you're crazy because I don't want to do anything criminal. Because I'm not doing nothing crazy, man. I'm not a thug. I'm sorry. But no, you're bugging.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys. I'm not Marseille, so I'm not going to end this all bubbly. So this was Dweeb City Podcast. Shout out to this bitch ass nigga for being on here. Shout out to Zack Snyder. I do hope he got the money he deserves for that shit though.
Yeah.
None of this was been down on Zack Snyder. Like, I'm happy he got his movie out. I'm happy they put it out instead of that trash that was the original one. Mm-hmm. But let's let the Zack Snyder universe die gracefully, man. Yeah, it ain't it, man. Sorry. But yeah, this episode of Dirty Boy Podcast, or not Dirty Boy shit. This episode of Dweeb City Podcast, and we will see you another time. And y'all can catch us on Dirty Boys Podcast another time. Talk about how we hate the white man.